Hello, my dear students. Today's lesson will be focused on the world of work. So, in the first place, I want you to look at these words. Do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. Oprah Winfrey. And you know that your main message was to inspire people to do what they want to do, what they're best designed for, what they're supposed to do, and what they love doing. And you know that in the world there are a lot of people who who don't like their jobs. You know, they just have to do it because in some cases they have to earn for a living. They have a big family, a lot of kids. They should feed them and dress them every day. In other situations, they might do it only for money. You know, they might they might be interested only in money, so that's why they can do their job even if they don't like it. And today we're going to talk a little bit about this, how to have a job that you really love. And I wanted to share with you this book that that I have read recently. It's a book. It's called Wishcraft. The author is Barbara Sher. She's an American writer, psychologist, and she is very popular with Americans. And to begin with, first of all, I wanted to tell you that as for me, I'm feeling happy and fulfilled because I do what I think I'm supposed to do, what I believe best fits me, what really inspires me and gives me energy. And it gives me the feeling that I'm making a difference. So in the life of a few people, not so many people. So that's why I think that it would be useful for you as well to read this book, and especially if you still don't know what you really want and you are just searching, you are a searching person who wants to know what they want to do in their lives, because there can be some people in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and it's quite normal, in Western societies, in European countries, in the USA and other. It's quite normal to begin your life anew when you are 40 years old or 50, or even if you are retired. Uh, they sometimes go to the university when they are 70. They launch a new business, a new project. They change their jobs. So it's quite normal. And even if you are, for example, not 20 now, if you are not 30, for example, you are 40 or 50, and if you are searching for something that you will be grateful to have, you will be delighted to have and to do. So this book is for you, okay? And we can. I have read it in English, and also a part of it I have read in Russian, and you can find it in our Milliman stores. It's called, if I'm not mistaken, it's called "Мечтать не вредно." Okay, witchcraft. So let's begin. This is the first paragraph in this book. This book is designed to make you a winner. Winning to me means getting what you want, not what your father, mother wanted for you, not what you think you can realistically get in this world, but what you want, your wish, your fantasy, your dream. You are a winner when you have a life you love, so that you wake up every morning excited about the day ahead and delighted to be doing what you're doing, even if you're sometimes a little nervous and scared. And I wanted to add something here because you should know this. It's kind of a secret. Sometimes we can think if I have a job that I like, there will be everything okay. Now sometimes even in jobs that we love so much, there will be things that we hate doing. For example, if you are a doctor, there will be some situations when you want to do it, when there will be some stuff that you hate doing, like paperwork or talking to patients' relatives or something like this. Even if you are, for example, a teacher at school, you love it, you love your job, but there will be some things that you hate doing. Okay, so that's why even sometimes if you feel nervous and scared, the main thing that you should find in general that makes you excited. So the first chapter in this book begins with the question, who do you think you are? And the answer like, I am 28, Catholic, single, a secretary in an electronics firm, live in Buffalo, didn't satisfy her. This I'm writing it, okay? So То есть такой ответ ее бы не устроил, didn't satisfy her. She says in the book, what I'm interested in is what you love, because your real wishes about your dream job always hide behind what you really love. Ваши истинные намерения или желания, они всегда прячутся под тем, что вы любите. And to find out that, Barbara Sher suggests taking a long journey into your childhood and recalling some of those rare moments when you were extremely delighted. And sometimes, if you want to find what you really love, you should just travel into your childhood memories. Okay? То есть нужно будет, она предлагает попутешествовать в ваше детство и найти то, что вы действительно любили. Throughout the book, she makes you do some mental exercises. She keeps asking different questions. Say 20 things that you like to do, your ideal day, if you had 5 lives, what would you do with each one? And these questions help you identify what you really want. The second half of the book helps you realize your wishes. She gives you step-by-step plan, supports you psychologically. I think this book is a must-read for people who are still searching. And the book ends with these words. You've discovered the ultimate secret all winners know, that the journey, not the arrival, matters. Being on your path is what it's all about. Each destination you reach only opens out into wider horizons, new and undiscovered countries for you to explore. Книга заканчивается с такими словами. Вы узнали самый лучший секрет, или как бы самый абсолютный секрет, который знают все победители, что путешествие, а не прибытие, да, важно. Matters — это как be important. То есть именно путешествие, само вот это путешествие, оно важно, нежели вот именно достижение того, что вы хотите. And being on your path, и быть именно на этом пути is what it's all about. Это именно об этом идет речь. Each destination, и каждое вот это место назначения, destination, for example, if you are heading to Europe, your destination is Europe. If you're flying to America, America is your destination. So you reach, and каждое место, как бы каждое местоположение, или да, как бы это сказать на русском, которое вы достигаете, you reach, открывает для вас новые и более широкие горизонты, новые и не раскрытые страны для вас, чтобы вы их узнали, раскрыли. Okay, so let's move ahead. And now I wanted to give you some jobs, some names of other jobs, different jobs. You might not know them, or even if you know them, it will be useful for you to know their definitions, I think. So the first is flight attendant. Is a person whose job is to look after the passengers and serve their meals on an aeroplane. Solicitor. Solicitor, it's kind of a lawyer. Yes, lawyer. But lawyer is how to say that. То есть юрист, lawyer, это как бы такое общее название, да, он подходит и для адвокатов, и для всех работников именно этой сферы. Solicitor — это именно юрист-консульт, например, как помощник адвоката, помощник, который готовит документы, либо такими who arrange such things like conveyance, когда передают доверенности, по доверенности, да, какие-то, или for drawing up wills, когда делают завещание. So solicitor is a member of the legal profession qualified to deal with minor legal matters, то есть который квалифицирован, чтобы работать с маленькими или с меньшими юридическими делами. Дальше. Sales assistant is a person who helps you with your purchase, or a person who helps you in a shop. Sales assistant — это как продавец сейчас. Либо говорят shop assistant. Carpenter, a person who makes and repairs wooden objects and structures. Hairdresser, you know, midwife, is a person whose job is to deliver babies when you're giving a birth. То есть это акушерка, которая помогает именно, когда вы рожаете, да, детей, получается, которая принимает деток. Так, дальше. Ну, есть, конечно, такое официальное название obstetrician, но midwife, есть, кстати, такой фильм called The Midwife. It's about midwives in Great Britain in 50s, in the year of 50s or 60s. It was a BBC film, and it has many seasons. In each season there were, how many episodes I don't remember, 10 or 12 episodes. And I really like this film because of English. It's English, yeah, it's British English. It's very beautiful, and the stories are very touching. Au pair. Au pair. It's kind of a new word. It's a person, a young foreign person, usually a woman, who helps with housework or childcare in exchange for food, room, or some pocket money. So she usually lives with you. She helps with your housework, with your children, and you give her food and room and some pocket money. It's kind of a babysitter, but it's more than a babysitter, okay? Plumber. Plumber – it's a person who fits and repairs the pipes. Человек, который ремонтирует трубы или другие аппараты водного снабжения, то есть это сантехник. Sanitation or heating systems. Estate agent – a person whose job involves selling and renting out buildings or land for clients. Renting out – это то есть сдавать в аренду. Слово involve – это включает. Человек, чья работа включает продажу и сдачу в аренду. Stunt performer – a man whose job is to do dangerous things in a film instead of an actor. То есть stunt performer – это каскадер, его работа именно выполнять трюки. Dangerous things. Трюк будет, вообще трюк на английском будет stunt. Delivery man – a person whose job is to deliver something, say pizza delivery man or something like this. Paramedic – a person who is trained to do medical work, especially emergency first aid, but is not fully qualified doctor. So paramedics, they are fellows, которые именно работают in emergency services. Okay, so let me give you some adjectives to describe jobs. Jobs can be challenging if they are difficult and interesting at the same time, okay? То есть работа, которая делает вам вызов. It can be interesting, it can be difficult at the same time, okay? And you can be excited about doing this job. Tiring. Изматывающая, изнурительная работа. Sometimes the teachers or teaching can be tiring, because you share your emotions, your energy, and sometimes you just feel, how to say that, down in the mouth at the end of the day. Jobs can be stressful. It's easy. For example, the jobs of surgeons, chirurgов, the jobs of doctors can be stressful. The jobs of policemen are always stressful because they deal with crimes and criminals every day and negative things. So jobs can be rewarding. Rewarding, it's kind of вообще слово rewarding означает награждающий, да, или то, что тебе дает. И здесь, естественно, это означает работа, от которой другим полезно очень, и вам тоже полезно. For example, the job of teachers, for example, it's very rewarding because you make someone learn something, and you, at the same time, you learn something, and sometimes you even change their lives, the life of your pupils. You motivate them, you influence them, sometimes even more than their parents. So that's why it can be rewarding. Jobs can be varied and repetitive. Varied, it means it changes every day. Yes, and repetitive, it means it's the same every day. It's kind of boring, repetitive. It's a jobs like statesperson who works for the government or parliament, any ministries, any bureaucracy apparatus, so that's why it can be repetitive, and 9-to-5 jobs and so on. Okay, jobs can be well paid, badly paid, or highly paid. Хорошо оплачиваемый, плохо оплачиваемый или высокооплачиваемый. Можно также сказать best paid, самый лучше оплачиваемый. Okay. When you have an interview with someone, with a company that you want to work for, на которой вы хотите работать, there will be a question like, why do you think you are the right person for this job? Почему вы думаете, что именно вы тот человек, который нужен для этой работы? И как раз тогда вам понадобятся эти словосочетания, эти прилагательные, чтобы сказать I think that I am the right person for this job because I think I am enthusiastic. Enthusiastic, it's a people, it's a person who is willing to do something, who is enthusiastic about doing new things, who is ready to do it, okay? Который готов всегда, who is ready to new ideas, to new projects. So, flexible, gibkey. Okay, they don't mind working extra jobs sometimes. They don't mind, for example, going to work on the weekend. So this kind of a person is flexible. Friendly, you know, hardworking, you know, patient, you also know, good at communicating. And here you can make any other phrases like good at dealing with public, good at dealing with children, good at any kind of stuff, you know. Honest, physically fit. For example, if you're going to be a sport coach, then you should be physically fit, of course, and reliable. So you should be trusted. You should be trustworthy. You know, they should trust you. So that's why you should be reliable. Okay. And now we will have some grammar. And today we're going to talk about future forms. You know, in English, sometimes when we mean future actions, we can use three structures. The first one is present continuous. It's when your action is purely designed, when it's arranged, when it's fixed in your diary. You have bought your tickets, you have arranged your meeting, you have made your appointment at the doctor. So it's going to happen, you know, it's going to happen for sure. Then you should use present continuous. То есть, если оно точно будет, конечно, мы не можем утверждать со стопроцентной уверенностью, но тем не менее, тогда вы используете present continuous. For example, tomorrow I'm having tennis classes, or tomorrow I'm leaving for Moscow. Завтра я уезжаю в Москву. Потому что вы не можете просто так взять и уехать завтра, если вы не купили билеты, сами заранее не запланировали, да? Дальше. When you are planning to do something, you're just intending, you know, intending, то есть намереваетесь, you have an intention to do something and you want to say я собираюсь, then you should use gonna, going to. Я собираюсь, это в принципе легко. I'm going to book the table for two or something like this, you know. And also there is another situation when you can use gonna, when you can use going to. It's when you want to predict something and you predict because you see it. It's based on you, on what you see, you know. То есть вы видите ситуацию, вот видите, что сейчас что-то случится, и вы именно здесь тоже используете going to. Например, вот тучи собираются, и вы можете сказать, сейчас пойдет дождь. It's going to rain. Because you can see great clouds in the sky, they are gathering, they are just making it darker, and so on. Also, you can, for example, see a boy, you know, who is riding a bike and not looking at the road, and he's going to crash into the tree, and you say you're going to crash into the tree. So, понятно, да? То есть, когда вы видите, что ребенок не смотрит и едет на дорогу, не смотрит, и сейчас вы скажете, вот сейчас ты врежешься, смотри на дорогу, сейчас врежешься в дерево. На казахском это обычно говорят восточным символом класси, да? То есть, потому что вы видите, что там что-то не так, что там что-то опасное и так далее. А теперь посмотрим на future simple, который всегда многие используют именно и в этих значениях, да? Когда они просто хотят сказать что-то в будущем, они всегда используют will. Но на самом деле не всегда можно его использовать. You should use will when it's not so certain when it will happen. То есть, когда еще неизвестно, когда это случится. You can just say I will travel in summer, I will travel in the future. Буду путешествовать там когда-нибудь в будущем или летом, но пока не важно когда. Также, когда when you promise, you know, когда обещаем что-то, I will try, я буду пытаться, I will study, I will learn English next year, yes? And when you want to make some predictions, when you predict something, you guess something, you can say, you can begin with I think, and then you should use future simple. То есть это тоже предсказание, как бы, да, предположение, как и здесь, но только здесь это основано на том, что вы видите, а здесь на том, что ни на чем не основано, вы просто говорите, ну, думаю, завтра пойдет дождь. Но никаких предпосылок к этому может быть и нет, да? Вы можете сказать, я думаю, он провалит экзамен. Ну, просто так думаете, I think he will fail his exam. And when we decide what to do at the time of speaking, когда вы принимаете решение во время разговора. То есть, например, вы с кем-то разговариваете, или даже если не разговариваете, вы прямо сейчас принимаете решение. Кто-то стучится, посмотрю-ка я пойду. I will see who it is. Или, например, я вам говорю, ой, блин, на улице дождь, а у меня нету зонтика. А я вам говорю, возьми мой, я тебе отдам свой. Типа, я вам отдам свой, вы можете взять мой. Или, например, то же самое, говорю, у меня нет денег сейчас на проезд. Я говорю, я вам одолжу. Да, вот, I will give you some. I will lend you some. Okay? So, it's kind of a instant decisions. Да? Просто на данный момент, который принимается решение. И именно в этих ситуациях, получается, 4 ситуации, да, вы можете использовать will. То есть, когда неизвестно, когда мы обещаем, когда мы предсказываем, в общем, ни на чем не основаны они, и когда мы принимаем решение во время разговора. Окей, next. И сейчас мы прочитаем вот это, а потом вы сделаете дома вот это. Okay? Hi, Mia, is anyone sitting here? Hi, Toby, no, sit down, I'll move my bag. Вот здесь используется I'll move my bag. Я подвину сумку, потому что это прямо сейчас принимает. Окей, садись, сейчас я подвину сумку. Thanks, are you okay? You look a bit anxious. I've got a job interview in 20 minutes. У меня интервью через 20 минут. Oh, I won't chat then, I promise. Тогда я не буду болтать. Обещаю, да? То есть это обещание. It's okay, I'm going to leave soon anyway. Мне уже скоро надо идти, то есть я собираюсь уже выходить. I need to walk to Hilltop Road. Is it far? Not really. It'll take about 10 minutes. Это у тебя отнимет где-то 10 минут. Oh no, look at the train. Посмотри на дождь. I'm going to get wet. Это у нас уже не собираюсь, а уже это предсказание, да, потому что он видит на то, что дождь собирается. И I'm going to get wet. Я сейчас промокну. И вот принимаем решение. I'll lend you my umbrella. Я дам тебе мой зонтик. Oh, it's okay. I'll call a taxi. Я позову такси. There isn't time for that. Here, take it. Thanks. I will give it back later. Я тебе отдам позже. Where will you be? Где ты будешь? I'll wait here for you. И я тебя буду здесь ждать. То есть это решение, которое не принимаем прямо сейчас. А это вы дома сделаете, как раз поставите здесь либо going to, либо will. Okay? Next task is you should match these adjectives with the descriptions of the people. So there are some adjectives, and then you should just match them. Speaking task. You should describe yourself, how you behave at work. You can use these sentences, yes? And also you should describe your job using the adjectives given in this presentation. These adjectives, okay? You should describe your job and not only say my job is well paid, repetitive, rewarding, and so on. No, you should give, for example, when you describe it, you should say like my job is challenging, and expand your ideas, you know, give some reasons, give some points about it, because it makes me, develop every day, but it's tiring a bit, and so on. Next, it's also going to be your task, but first of all, I want you to look at these linking words. Linking words — это связные слова, которые вы должны знать. И должны обязательно потихоньку использовать. Although, хотя, that's because, however, what is more, moreover, это в принципе одно и то же. Более того, либо сверх того. In other words, what I mean is, as I see it, это как in my opinion. For instance, это как for example, such as, not only that, не только это. И дальше, еще, Nevertheless, это тем не менее, либо несмотря на это. In spite of, это несмотря на, и вы здесь указываете на что. Например, несмотря на мою работу, in spite of my job, и так далее. On the other hand, с другой стороны, therefore, следовательно, или поэтому. Также поэтому у нас в простонародском это будет that's why, И должны переделать эти предложения, а не переделать, а получается complete the sentences своими словами. Заполнить предложение своими словами. Например, working in healthcare can be challenging. Nevertheless, тем не менее, и дальше вот поможет вам это слово, rewarding. And the last one is speaking task. Just a moment. So you should answer these questions. What do you like about your job? What don't you like about your job? If you don't work, you can tell me about your last jobs. For example, some of you, they might not have a job, or you can be, for example, only in your 20s, or you go to the university. So that's why if you don't work, you can tell us about your last jobs that you did, or okay, you can skip it. Which job do you think is the hardest, the most challenging? Which is more important to you, doing a challenging and rewarding job or earning a lot of money? Which job is the most rewarding? Do you want a job that involves traveling a lot? Do you want a job that involves dealing with the public or serving customers? Хотите ли вы работу, которая включает именно работу с клиентами или с людьми, with the public? Which do you prefer, working indoors or outdoors? And what is a job you will probably do in the future? What is a job you will definitely never do? Okay? И последнее задание, это даже не задание, это дополнительное видео, которое вы можете посмотреть. Okay, if you have time, okay? It's optional. You can, I will send you the link and you can watch it if you have time. It's a commencement speech of Steve Jobs, and I think it's very useful to watch and to know his insights. And you can write down some insights from his speech, some words, useful phrases, and we will discuss it on our online lesson. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.